Hello my beautiful people, welcome to Julie Poole Online. So I'm doing a little bit of an extra reading for you, and we're going to make this one timeless, and this is going to be all about business, money, career. So stay tuned and let's see what's in store for you. Righty, so I'm going to use these cards. The answer is simple. The links are below if you want to look at these cards. I'll bring in some of the other cards as well. So we are looking for whoever's guided to this reading about general career, business, finance. Not for any particular sign. If you've been drawn to this reading, whenever you're watching it, this is timeless, then this is for you. We have give more. We'll have a look at these cards in a bit more detail. I want to pull a few first of all and see where we're at. So business, finance, money. Business, finance, money for whoever is drawn to this, please. Give it to God. Okay. Turn back. Some of you are going the wrong way. Not all of you. You'll know if that resonates. And just laugh. I want to stop there for a moment. Let's have a look at these. All right, we're going to go with the first one that came out. Give more. Let me bring it up so you can have a look. All right, my darling. So give more. It's not so much, I know you can't see the cards as clearly. It's not so much about the pictures on the cards, it's the meaning. So give more. This reading is predominantly about your career or your business, all right, and how you can bring in more finance. For you to bring in more, you need to give more. Now, I want to just quantify that. This little squirrel is holding an acorn, and the acorn will grow into a mighty oak. This is what it's all about. You're trying to grow something that at the moment is seed, is tiny, it's that big, and you want it to be enormous. So let's look. What this is saying is for you to get more, you need to give more. Now, many of you may be saying, I don't have any more to give. I'm giving as much as I possibly can. It isn't about that, my darlings. It isn't about finding another 10 hours in the day that isn't there. It's about working smarter, not harder. It's about putting your creative thinking caps on and saying, how can I make more with what I already do? So the give more card, this is about how can I give more value? It's not necessarily about, you know, doing like I do one-on-one clients, but I also sell things to multiple clients at the same time. Courses, online courses, PDFs, downloads, books, all of which are on my website. I'm looking at developing other things like an app and different things like that. All right, so it's not necessarily about how can I reach more people. It's about how I can give more of my commitment, not necessarily my time. It's about, do I do what I do with love? When I give my services, because that's what you're giving, do I give it with love? If I can give it with more love, it will have more value. If I can give it with more heart, my angel is here and she's saying, give with more heart, be of more value. Where can you be of more value? How can you add? How can you give more without necessarily finding more hours, more time? It's think about whatever work it is that you do, put your heart into it, put your heart, and as you do, you're giving more of yourself. They say the best cooks, I mean, this is what she's telling me to tell you, this is channeled, okay? The best cooks chefs, whatever word you want to use, people who cook for a living, the best ones are the ones that cook with love, and it comes through in their food. So whether you're painting or writing or a website building or whatever job is you do, making jewelry, making things, crafts, gifts, whether this is finance business, whether this is big corporate business, give it with your heart, with your soul, with your integrity. Put yourself into it and you will get more out of it, right? We don't give to receive. We give because it feels fabulous to give our services, yeah? And in exchange, because the universe works on exchange, we receive payment for those services. And we don't do it for the money. Yeah, we've got to live, we've got bills to pay, but we do it because we love doing it. And as we give with love, it comes back to us all by itself. Now, I'm hoping this is making sense for some of you. It might not resonate for all of you. So if it doesn't, that's okay. Take the bits that resonate for you, leave the rest, all right? Because this is a kind of one-off timeless reading she's just asked me to go and do. All right, they're giving you the Just Laugh card. If I can, when I'm editing this, I'll try and zoom it in, all right, just so that you can see the cards a little bit. But this is a Jack in the Box and a child's playing. And this is an energy of don't forget why you do what you do. All right, this is what she's telling me to tell you. Don't forget why you do what you do. Sometimes we can start a business or start a job going, oh yeah, I really want to do that. And then after a while we forget and we start moaning about it. Don't forget why you do what you do. Remember what got you into it in the first place. Remember why you wanted to do it and get back into that energy of I love what I do. Why have I lost the joy? Let's get the joy back, okay? They want you to laugh and play. Jack in the Box, playing, having fun. For those of you, now this isn't for all of you, the turning back card is showing a maze and she's going in the wrong direction, and they're saying basically go back to the beginning and start again. For those of you who feel, and you'll know, the ones this resonates for, you'll know I'm talking to you, you've gone the wrong way. And it's time for you to turn back. It's time for you to retrace your steps. Okay, they're just giving me the analogy of salmon. Salmon comes back to the place that it was born in order to spawn, and it will retrace its steps through countless rivers to get back to where it's gone. If it's, as it's going on its journey, goes down the wrong tributary, it's no point to keep going and keep going. It's wasting its time. Sometimes it's right for us to retreat and retrace our steps to the fork in the road where we went the wrong way, and then carry on the journey again. So this is for some of you where perhaps you've started a job you thought you were going to love and you're not loving it. And you're not turning back because you don't want to lose face. You don't want people to tell you you've messed them about, or you don't want your family to say, well, I thought you wanted that. What are you doing now? Don't stay where you are out of saving face. It's nothing, there's no shame, there's nothing wrong with going the wrong way. I've gone the wrong way several times, and I tell you what, I don't actually believe there is a wrong way. I learned so much from going the wrong way, that going down a dead end. I learned more from that dead end than I have from 100 right ends. And yes, I went back, I retreated, I moved to Spain last year and it wasn't for me, and I moved back. It was an enormous financial disaster, but I've more or less caught up with myself now. But I would do it again because I learned and grew so much. So please don't feel that you've messed up, stuffed up, people are going to laugh at you, humiliated. If you've gone the wrong way, admit it to yourself and say, okay, I've obviously thought this was right for me, and now that I'm doing it, it's not right for me, so I'm going to retreat. I'm going to retrace my steps and go back. Okay, now that's not for all of you, but there's some of you this is going to apply to. This is for all of you. Give it to God. okay? Give it to God. Now, this is beautiful bunch of helium balloons here, right? Representing all our problems, all our concerns, all of our wibbles and wobbles, that I don't know, it's too big for me, I can't handle it, it's too much, I don't know what to do, it's been going round in circles in my head, I'm not getting anywhere. Right, stop, pause, press the pause button, okay, and say, actually, this is too big for me, and I don't have to know all the answers, and I don't have to do this on my own, I'm not on my own. Hand it over, give it to God. I do this every day. Every day I go to bed, my last thought, I like to be my highest thought. When I go to sleep, I want to be connected with the universe and divine. So my last thoughts when I go to bed at night, as I'm lying in bed, cwtching into my pillow, cwtching, that's a Welsh word, by the way, and Wales, for those of you that don't know, is next to England. I know you think everything in the UK is England, it's not. I'm Welsh. So, what was I saying? Right, as I'm cwtching into my pillow, I'm saying thank you for today. I look at all how the day has been, and anything that I'm not sure of, or I feel a bit overwhelmed with, or I'm not certain of, I just say, right, I'm handing all this over to you for resolution. Thank you so much. And I just let it go. And then in the morning, what comes is what's meant to stay, and I have very clear understanding and knowledge of, you know, that one needs to go, that one needs to be tweaked, and the answers are there because I gave it to God. Give it to God. This is the stuff you can't handle. All right, what else do you want me to tell my lovely people? Okay, I want a couple of these. Which are these cards? This is the Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, these are all new cards. I'm looking at the box because I can't remember what they're called. Wisdom. All right, so this is some wisdom for you. Career, finance, business. Career, finance, business. For whoever's watching this, please, I want that one. It's a never-ending story. Okay, what does that mean? Never-ending story is all about it kind of, we think that it is so big right now, so consuming right now. This is what they're telling me. I don't know if this is the meaning on the cards. I haven't read the book. I just go with what I'm channeled and told to give you from my angels. Never-ending story. They're telling me that we can look at something and see it so big and all-consuming. And what we want to do sometimes is step back and say, in 5 years' time or 10 years' time, would this actually matter? And the answer is no, it wouldn't really. All right, so this is for those of you that are feeling a little overwhelmed. So I want you to get it in perspective. Perspective. This is the energy they want you to think about. Get it in perspective. Now, I want one more from these, and then we're going to have one of those blue cards. I can't remember what they're called. Wild offerings. Okay. New life. New life. Let me see if I can get that up for you. Okay, new life. She's stretching, she's waking up to a new life, a new world, a new hope, a new dawn. This is like the World card in the tarot. That's what they're telling me. It's a whole brand new beginning. The world is your oyster. Go and get it. Okay, now let's have one of these. Career, finance, business, please, for whoever's watching. Career, finance, business, for whenever they watch it, whoever watches it. This is a timeless read. Swan. Have I got two there? No. Swan spirit, time for a deep dive. All right, swan. The swan is very graceful. She looks as if it's a very feminine energy. She looks as if she is gliding across that water, so serene and so calm, but underneath her feet are going like mad, paddling, all right? And sometimes she needs to, well, she gets her fish, she gets her food from the water, and this is saying dive deeper. Go deeper than you would normally go. Don't just go on the surface. Don't grab what's easy. Don't grab what's right in front of you. If there's nothing right in front of you, don't assume there's nothing there. Go deeper. It'll be there. All right, now, okay, so they're just showing me the water and fish, little fish, just under the surface, and the swan is ignoring them and diving, tail bum right up in the air and going right in deep and coming up with something much bigger, fatter and juicier. So they're saying dive deeper. Anything else you want me to add, please? Nope. Do we want any of these other cards? One of these. Okay, and then we're done. This is the last one. So I hope you're enjoying this little extra reading from the sofa with Julie and Oscar. There he is, fast asleep again, one ear over the side of his bed, as always. He's always got to have an ear out. Action. Interesting. I just done a reading for somebody and this came out as well. Action. This is an affirmation. Action. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colours of your soul. You have the courage to express the unique colours of your soul, expressing the throat chakra, that all the colours are there for all of the chakras, expressing your unique you, your thoughts, your ideas, your inspirations, your creative ideas that are so strong. Express them, even if it's just to you. All right, if you're not ready to tell the world about your ideas, that's okay, but express them to you, put them in form. The words start as thoughts and the thoughts come into words, expression. As we express them into words, we're giving them life, we're giving it wings, we're telling the universe, here's my words, this is what I am creating. So you have the courage to express the unique loving colours of your soul. Be who you are. Trust you are moving forward. There hopefully is a message in there for most of you who've watched this. It may not be all of those cards, but take the bits that resonate, leave what doesn't. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you do, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and thank you for being here. I love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.